Well, welcome back to the G-Style Speed Shop. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, not been a while, it's been a couple of weeks. I just needed to rest. Bike sort of took it out of me a bit, trying to get this ready, and then the ride itself. Suffering from a bit of a bad back. Picking pop-up at farm foods. Tried to pick too many up, pulled a muscle. But there we have it. So I thought do a bit more on this, the old Iron Donkey. Mainly because I took it down to that kickback show, which was pretty awesome, in that prison. That was a cool venue. And it got more attention than I thought it was going to do. So I feel it's a bit of a shame just to leave it unfinished. So I thought, you know what, I don't think it needs much. It needs clocks. Need to sort out the dent. Because if you didn't know, Dylan and my 15-year-old son was pushing the bike into Shrewsbury Prison. You have to like weave it through all the prison doors, which is no kidding, it is actually prison doors. First time he pushed it back, it just got the better of him and it went over. It put a brilliant dent in it. Need to paint the frame up, especially the top here. It's going all going rusty. Clocks, did I say clocks? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. If I've said it twice, I've said it 3 times. So, first things first, I'm going to try and whack this dent out here. I'll bring you in a sec. But what I'm going to try and do, it's over there. I'm going to have to try and, what I don't want to do, shall I say, is, I'm shouting like you can't hear me, the microphone's pinned to my bloody chest. Idiot. What I don't want to do is start tacking welding bits onto it and trying to slide hammer it, because there's a chance if I'm doing that one, it might pop it out. If it does, it'll make a hole in it. Then I'm going to weld it, then it'll destroy all the paint around it, it'll start damaging the Por 15 coating. Don't want to do that. So what I'm thinking, this is my access hole, the filler. I'm thinking if I can get a bit of stout bar in there. It's in a axle off a lawnmower, if I remember right. If I can get that in there and make myself a U-shaped hammer and then ding the thing out. Don't know. But that's what I'm going for. Get in there with some U-shaped hammerish, and then I don't have the equipment to bend and stuff. I've got some oxyacetylene, that's the stuff, isn't it? Oxyacetylene, I should have said that. I don't have that. So I'm just going to weld some stuff into a U, and then we'll see how tough that is. So, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching me waffle on some more. See what I can do. Catch you in a sec, guys. So here it is. It's quite a big dent. As I lost the bike, as it went over, there was like a wooden cover over a drain pipe, and it just took itself down that and literally just forced itself in there. So that's what we're dealing with. So I'm going to fab myself up a tool now and see how that goes. So here's my first attempt. Put a little bit, oh, that's still hot, jeez. So I put a little bit of something, there, just to hit like a hammerhead type thing. Get a shot, Anthony. Little hammerhead there, bit of a bar. Gonna feed it in there and see what happens. Not got a clue if this will work. Let's find out. Don't even know what will fit in. Good start. won't even fit in. Let's grind some stuff off it. Back in a sec. Grind it down a bit. Knock the heel off it as well. Right. That's a good start, isn't it? Let's see what we can do with this. Just trying to feel for the main bump. I'm just trying to... Oh, that was a good one. Right, I'm going to carry on doing this levery stuff so I can get this out a bit further. You don't need to keep watching. It's movie magic after all. See you in a sec, bring it back in, I've done it. Okie doke, a few hours later, the tool has changed slightly now, so top and bottom. We added some bits on the bottom there, just change the profile of how I was hitting the tank from underneath. And then the top piece was just so I can, if I was hitting it here, stand back so you can see it. If I was hitting it here, it'd like be square, so I could like line it up on the tank inside through the filling neck, line it up and then I'll just hit it here. So that's what I've been doing for a few hours-ish. On and off. Mark's getting distracted and doing other things. But I pretty much got it where I wanted to be. I think it just needs a bit of filling now. So I'll get you in and show you. But yeah, that's what I've used. It had to be this long because when you're hooking it in and all, it's just like this bit would be in the way if it was too short, so I had to hook all the way in. But yeah, I'll get you. Oh, yeah, I'll get in there. Give me a sec. Well, I'll just stop. Why are there... Stopped? Nope, not stop. So I'll show you the way this tool went in now. So you can see the tank. I've cleaned all the stickers off the dents over here. You probably can't even see it now. But tool goes in. I'm gonna see back here now. It's really close. Fish it all the way through, round. And I've just been feeling for where the low spot is on the inside, and then just whacking it with my hammer. I can't find my hammer, so I can't even show you now. But that's all we do. So I'll get underneath there, just tapping with the hammer, and just watching for it. If you start to gain a high spot somewhere else, it's lifting the whole metal up, just tapping that back down and keep working on just on the crease. But it is a crease. Yeah. It is a crease, so metal's stretched and it was always going to be difficult. So I think I've got that enough that a little bit of filling now will get it out. Bring this out. There is some. See, you've got to wiggle on this thing. Where's it? There we go. And then you manage to get it in fuel while you're at it because there's still a bit of fuel in there. So, I'll go and grab your handheld, shaky, show you're up to. So I'm not saying this is right, by the way, because I'm no expert on this. So I've just been using a nice standing block, gently going over, just to using that as a guide. And then when we see a little, this bit's obviously a bit high, just giving a these spots, just tapping them back down. That's just a leftover pen mark. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it now. Just got that little, where the crease is there, the biggest impact. I don't think I'm going to get that out. Or should I say, I don't think I'll be bothered getting it out. But that's that for now. So next bit, I'm going to get some filler on the, and get that done there. But I'm pretty much done for the night now. About 10 o'clock, I think ish. So I wish you all good night. Bye. Well, it's another night in the garage. It's Tuesday. Tuesday in the garage. So I can't remember when I was last in here. But got as far as I wanted with the tank. I'll spin you around in a second. I think what I'm going to do, he doesn't know it yet, but I think I'm going to speak to, there it is, right behind me. I think I'm going to speak to Mike, who does all my painting, just to make sure I've got it close enough. I'll take the tank down there, let him have a look at it, make sure it's close enough before I start filling it. And I don't want there to be high spots in the metal above it. I'll spin you around. Give me a sec. Let me just do this. So this dent was pretty ugly because of this swage line here. And then when it's painted, what we don't want to have, it's loop down the tank and this swage line be wobbly. It'll stand out like a sore thumb. So currently we've got, you can see where I've been standing here, we've got a couple of high spots. Is there one there? No, here. So what I want to do is get Mike just like, he just like feels over it and goes, oh no, there's a bit of a dent there. Doesn't say anything like that, so I don't know how that's his voice, but I'm sure you'll appreciate that. So I'm going to get Mike to cast his hand over that one, just tell me if I'm right, and if not, he'll swing a few hammers at it. But that's what I'm going to get him to do, because I want it right when it comes into it. I want a nice finish on this one. I'm thinking, so far, I'm open to suggestions, by the way. Anybody can come up with any better ideas than I can. But currently I'm thinking, white tank, all white there, then down here, down this centre here, which you can sort of like pull out. I'm thinking probably have that pink to match the rock covers, because rumour has it I like pink. But anyway, I digress. So for tonight, because I'm in the garage, I've been trying to think of something to do. So I've written myself some lists, which is glaring lovely with the lights. So we've got a couple, of course. Yeah, I did purposely buy a pink pen. Pretty sad, me. So we've got Iron Donkey, fill and paint the tank, paint the frame, actually do the clocks, raised clip-ons, they're on the way. Ordered them, got to find some on Facebook Marketplace of all places. Running issue, powder coat pedals. So I've ordered some, and it's turned up because I ordered it like the other day. I've got some chrome powder coat, so we can sort out these rusty things, get them nice. I think I know I'm going to just finish off bits there. that pedal's actually broke when Dylan dropped it. There's a bit, yeah, just yeah, you can see it there, broke. So that's to sort out. We've got that to sort out. This one, it's got some, I don't know, it's got some weird fandangle extension on there, which doesn't look, just looks, so anyway, chrome powder coat, sandblast this, chrome powder coat this, and currently I'm thinking maybe just put some black heat shrink over that to make it try and look a bit more motorbikey. This is a little bit more alien. These need sorting. Of course, we're going to black the frame, and then we've also got the clocks to sort out because I chucked these on straight away for the bike ride. I've no speedo. It was pretty much to give me telltale lights and rev counter, so I could sort of work out what speed I was doing off the rev counter. I did have my a phone here, so I could see the speed on my Google Maps. But I've been riding this, it's getting very difficult because I don't know what speed I'm doing. So anyway, these were the zip tied there, and they stick up. They're bunking. That's not what I want. It's not custom. So these are going, and they've got to. Oh, they're here prepared. Cheap ones off at eBay. This one is a speedo, rev counter, telltale on the indicators and high beam. So I'm thinking that we'll go there-ish. I'll just let it drop slightly there. This one was a fuel gauge because for a long ride, and there is a fuel sender in there. But I don't think I'm going to fit that one. I found another one that's got fuel and temp as well. Is there a temp on that? Yeah, because there's temp on that. And I'd sort of like to know because it seems sometimes it runs hot. So I think I'd like to know. So I'm going to go for fuel and temp. It was a digital one. But still, for tonight's purposes, let's spin that around to the cable. That one going to go there. So this sort of a fur I'm going for. If it'll stay where I put it. Which goes, let's that. So that one's feels in line with the, bring you over here. So it feels in line with the ignition stick. Speedo, rev counter over to the side. And then I'm going to have the three other dummy lights here, sad stand, oil, and neutralis. So that's what I'm going for. So that's what I'm going to work on to tonight. So of course I'm going to be employing some cardboard aid design, some CAD design, because we're technical in here. I've already thrown a tap down these bolts here. They were just 6mm holes. Honda must have thought we'll use them in the future for, well, I don't know how the CBR was made, but I've thrown a tap down them and they're tapped. So this is how we're going to bolt everything onto these and hopefully that'll be strong enough and not. But that's what we're working with. So set you up on the tripod, going to get the cardboard, try and work out me a shape of some, I've got like hands everywhere. Really difficult, holding the camera and trying to annotate, is that the right word, with your hands? It would be so much nicer to ride though when I get these raised clip-ons. It's just a bit too far over for my liking. I just can't. It's all on the shoulders and back at the moment. Right, okay. Set up on the tripod. We'll start cutting some cardboard up and see what shapes we can come up with. So after 2 minute cutting, trying, whatever, I'm just going to settle on this design. I think I like it simple. Putting these little cut it around here. But it just picks up off these two holes. We've cut it around here just to give it a bit of a feature to it. There's going to be three, like I said, 3 LEDs here. And then, I don't know if I'm going to put a thing around the edge of it yet, but next stage I'm going to transfer this onto sheet of aluminium, get it on the bandsaw, cut the holes, drop the speedo in, drop the red thing in, realise they don't fit, and then polish start again. Right, let's get it cut and see what happens. Well, there we go. Cut it into aluminium, mint it in place. I like it. What I don't like is you can see the wires under here, around here, and it looks like plastic because it's plastic. Seems obvious what I've done. So I've done way too much off camera as usual. I've made this piece, and this piece is going to go over here, slide down there, like this, and then we're going to weld this in place right here. So that's my next bit, and then I'll cut the excess off and try and make it look like it's a nice piece. So I'm going to do that now. Bring it back when I've got that on, get it in place, cut it back, then I'll have to cut it some more because the new bars are here, which have got a good raise on them, so that should help my back. So we've got a good 40mm-ish, something like that raise. That should really help. Nice, aren't they? Facebook Marketplace, awesome. So right, okay, I'm gonna get this in place, grab myself a pen while it's there, mark it, get it welded. I think you approve? I don't care if you do all you want, to be fair, but because it's my bike, not your bike, it's my bike. Right, there we go, marked up. I'll take that off, get it welded in place. See a sec. And there we go, welded. All I've used is these Durafix Easy Weld aluminium brazing soldering repair rods. You can get them off anywhere, names just like that, and the map gas. Because I do actually have TIG welding equipment, but that was just so much easier. It took like 2 minutes to warm it up and just melt the rod in and melt it round. A couple more clamps to keep it in place. Done. Bloody roasted. Right, so there we go. Let's just hope it all fits back together again now. Back on the bike again. There we go. So straight away, I'm going to have an issue here with the new forks. Bars even, here. So, happy so far the way they're looking. These bits still need cutting off. This bit here. But I like it. So next thing is going to be take the top yoke off, put the new bar on. I think I'm just going to drop that down or whatever, get it out of the way so I can get the new bar in. Just there. And then see what catches and fouls and how much more cutting and trim I've got to do. But just keep working with it. Everything's on. Got away with it by the skin of my teeth, like I normally do. We've had to do some shaving there, notch them into there, notch it around that bolt there. Not quite the smooth and trimmed look that I like, but at least it looks functional. You can see why. So there we go, notches around the headlight. Hopefully those wires will be there and they're on back away. And then bars are a good bit, like I said, there's a good 30mm raised from the other bar. Well, there we have it. So next thing I'm going to do, and I've probably done too much off camera as usual because it fell massively and I was dead disheartened and cried a little bit and stamped my feet and went out the garage. But I've come back in, readdressed it, got it to where it fits. All I'm going to do now is drill the 3 holes for the telltale lights. Final sand off, then sandblaster, whew, and powder coater. So you've seen me do that before, so I'm not going to show you that. So next time will be the finished thing, all on bolted. Probably won't have done the bars by then, but I'll have them done, and then we can probably bring a bit of an end to this video, because I think it's dragging on a bit now with the tank. I'll get the tank back, put the tank back on, do that, and then we'll just call it finished. Done. Finished. Powder coated them in semi-gloss. Got my telltale lights in there. I've got an exclamation mark for my side stand, neutralis and oil. Everything else these should do. So GPS speedo, so I don't need to worry about any pickup off the wheel or the chain. It's not got a chain, it's final drive even. Well, there we go. That's what I've come up with. I think it's got a good look to it. It'll look a little bit more hidden once all the switch gear's back on, because I've got all retro switch gear, I haven't had the original switch gear. Tank is done. Thank you to Mike at Auto Correct down there. He's beating in some low spots, high spots even, whatever. Put some filler on it and primed it, so just needs a bit more blocking. Actually, we can see a little bit of a low spot here. A bit more blocking, and then working out my colour scheme, which I think is going to be white and pink. I've already got the pedals off. I've already sandblasted those and powder coated them. So next video is going to be painting that frame, I think. Just a cheap spritz I'm going for. Yep, they're already over there. Done in powder chrome, gleaming away. But that's the end of this video. Next video, that, and then what else have we? List of film paint tanks, paint frame, yeah, good paint frame. Clock's done, raised clip-ons, nearly done, rain issue. I best sort that was. Still only does like 60 miles an hour. I need to start looking at that one. Okay, guys. Zoom out. That's it for this video. Like and subscribe. Catch me on the next one. I don't know what the next video is going to be about, but I did say I was going to talk about that thing that keeps giving me massive anxiety, but well, I'll see. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.